There's been a wave of crime along these train tracks in downtown Statham this year. Statham Police say there have been at least half a dozen armed robberies in the area in the last year alone. That's something they say rarely happens.
That is unusual for us. We typically would only have maybe one armed robbery a year. This year we've had 4 since July, 6 in the last year.
Chief Steve Martin says he's not exactly sure what the reason is for the jump, but speculates these robberies were likely committed as an act of desperation.
I have to believe that the economy and job situation has something to do with it. Most of these have been crimes of opportunity. Some have been commercial armed robberies, some have been person-on-person armed robberies.
Euclid Street is where the latest robbery happened on the night of November 18th.
2 individuals came in a car on a dead-end street. When they got to the dead end of the street, they parked and were waiting on a friend to come out of his house and were robbed by multiple suspects armed with handguns.
The Piggly Wiggly was robbed just a month before as workers were closing up for the night. Fortunately for police, the suspect left physical evidence behind that may help solve the case.
As he left, he threw some personal clothing items that he had on in the store, which we were able to gain DNA evidence from, which is currently being processed at the Georgia Bureau of Investigation Crime Lab for evidence that we could use in prosecution later on.
For now, police are just working to prevent the robbery count from growing. In Barrow County, Chip Scarborough, WNEG News, Northeast Georgia.